understand is that the color of your food dictates the power of that food to help you reduce inflammation, to help keep your body full, to improve your gut microbiome, to protect your metabolism and DNA, to help improve blood flow. I mean, all of this translates into feeling better and living well longer. And I'm sure some of you prefer to cover up like a walnut with sugar, honey, or maple syrup. Well, you can do that, but what you're doing is you're transforming and processing that food with highly refined ingredients like sucrose or table sugar, and you increase your risk of getting fatty liver and insulin resistance. If you're avoiding high fructose corn syrup, then you probably don't realize that sucrose is 50% fructose. And what's even worse is that honey is 50% fructose, and agave is 80% fructose. And maple syrup has both sucrose and fructose. So something all natural doesn't mean it's necessarily better for you. Fructose is even worse for your metabolism because your liver is the only one that can process it. And it's been associated with insulin resistance. And this is because your body struggles to metabolize high amounts of concentrated fructose. Basically, your poor little liver is overwhelmed with so much fructose. It's kind of like water. Drinking water is health promoting. But falling into a pool and then drowning in that water is a disaster, especially if you can't swim. Eating fructose in whole fruit is actually healthy, as your gut microbiome can help you digest 5 grams of that fructose. In fact, studies have shown that liver patients have better outcomes if they eat more fruit. But extracting that fructose from fruit or extracting the fructose from grains like corn, that's detrimental. Now, make sure you're not eating processed apples in the form of apple tarts, apple pies, applesauce, sweetened with sugar, or drinking apple juice. Processing removes the beneficial fiber, like apple juice, and it also adds highly refined chemicals, like sugars and starches when you make your apple pie. Now, number 3 is this nut, the pistachio. Did you know that eating nuts can change the electrical conduction in your brain? And when your brain is not working right, a neurologist can put electrodes all over your head to measure your brain waves. Now you have 4 basic types of brain waves: beta, alpha, delta, and gamma wave. These waves change depending on your thoughts, your mood, as well as whether you're asleep or awake. Gamma waves are critical for a good night's REM sleep. It is also critical for people who want to think and want to learn. And when they tested different kinds of nuts, like pistachio, this actually gave people more gamma waves in their EEG. Now, I personally like my pistachios roasted in a shell. This way, I can eat that paper thin skin. Did you know that that skin is actually a purple color? Now, if you've watched my other videos, you know I really love the color purple. It's actually my favorite color. But I look for it in food because that means it has anthocyanins. And this tells me that that food is packed with antioxidants to decrease inflammation. Remember, the skin of these plants, they contain a lot of phytonutrients, especially ones that are protecting nuts. Nuts are very oily and fatty, and therefore they're prone to go rancid. And that's why they need really strong antioxidant skins. But that's not the only reason why I eat pistachios. Did you know that they're a great source of protein? 20% of this pistachio is essentially protein. They're also richer in fiber than many other nuts. And because it's rich in both fiber and protein, as well as oil, it can help you stay longer full. In fact, studies have shown that people can lose weight eating whole nuts. Like walnuts can help to lower your risk of heart disease, lower your cholesterol, lower your blood pressure, and improve your insulin resistance. Now, if you're interested in a handout to know the protein and fiber contents of some of the nuts, point your phone to this QR code, and it'll take you to a link to a handout I made just for you. Now, I usually love to eat my pistachios straight out from the shell, but sometimes I'll peel them and then I'll add them to a frozen banana. And then the whole mixture, I'll put cocoa powder in it and stick it in the freezer. It'll come out like a bar, and that's a healthy chocolate pistachio bar snack. Have you noticed that the pistachio is a brilliant green color? That color is due to 2 beta-carotene called lutein and zeaxanthin with some chlorophyll. Now, as I grow older, I realize that I have to work harder to protect my body from oxidative stress, especially for my eyes, because I've been using it my whole life. I live in sunny Southern California. The sun is good, but can also damage the eye. And so people who spend a lot of times outdoors, like fishermen and farmers, they have a higher risk of eye conditions. And that's why I go out of my way to get beta-carotene-rich foods filled with lutein and zeaxanthin. Now, I think Americans are really confused about food coloring because marketing has trained us that